It's indeed a male cat. It was Betty who named Bob, but Bob obviously didn't expect. After that, this gentlewoman wants to let it lost the meaning of being a male cat. Soon Bob puts on the shame circle. Sterilization surgery was very successful. In the past 2 days, James has a lot of expenses. He needs to continue to go to the streets, to sing to make a living. Even though Bob recognized James, it stuck with him every day. James still leaves Bob home. He got on the bus, but he didn't expect. While the bus door was not closed, Bob jumped on the bus to find James. Bob walks down the corridor looking for James, attracted everyone on the bus to watch. Bob didn't see James on the first floor. He ran to the second floor. Seeing James, he jumped directly into James' arms. James had to take Bob to work. A stray cat and a stray man at this moment have forged an indissoluble bond. On the streets where people come and go, James makes Bob jump on his shoulder. Bob is very smart. He understands what James means very quickly. Just like that. The combination of one person and one cat is particularly eye-catching on the street. People want to touch this lovely cat. It also makes James' work receive several times more attention than usual. There were a lot of people around listening to James sing and watching Bob. This is the surprise and kindness that Bob brought him. The next few days, James' daily income is higher than that of the past few weeks. Looks like his love is coming too. Betty invites him to dinner in the evening. 2 people even sing songs. Relationship is getting better and better, but his life just started to get better. The drug friend Boz, who seduced James before, came to him again. He knows that James is already making money. Come to borrow money. James thought it was pitiful, so gave him a little money for food. It's good to be a break. But that night, James found Boz was lying on the street, already unconscious on his flat estate. It is clear that he didn't use the money to buy food. James and Betty hurried to rescue, but finally Boz still passed away due to drug overdose. And this also evoked Betty's painful memories. Her brother died of drugs in this room. The same tragedy made her hate the addict. She vowed not to associate with any drug addict. After James listened, in order not to destroy the relationship between them, he had to hide his past first. This also makes James more determined to give up drugs. But on this day, James has encountered the ups and downs of survival again. He and Bob are performing on the street as usual this day, but a man led a dog to pee on James' bag. The audience on the side can't stand it anymore. Soon there was chaos. Soon the police came to stop, but in the end, only James was caught. It stands to reason that he is the victim, but the police don't care. Also fined him not to perform on the street for 6 months. After the doctor bailed James out, she told him to go to the pharmacy to get detoxification drugs. But coincidentally, Betty witnessed it all. He hurried out to explain, but Betty was extremely disappointed when she knew the truth. Break with him from then on. James, who is prohibited from performing, had lost his source of income. He can only find another way to make a living. He's looking for a job selling newspapers. One person, one cat together to sell newspapers. Soon it attracted a large number of buyers. Soon they became the internet celebrities. This day, a mother and son find them. On the surface, it is here to buy a newspaper. Who knows that she didn't say a few words? Reveals the true intentions. They want to buy Bob. They say that James can't give Bob a better life. At first, James was also very polite, but the woman started arguing and scolding. A group of people gathered around to watch them. James has always been gentle, but now he is also a little angry. At this time, a big dog in the crowd scared Bob. Bob jumped off James and ran away. Bob runs ahead. The dog is chasing through the busy traffic. Bob disappeared in a blink of an eye. James searches every corner of the city, but not found. James is going crazy in a hurry. He found from day to night. Go through every corner of the city. James lost his cat. The whole person is like losing his soul. Staying at home, he doesn't want to eat or drink anything. This has shaken his recent persistence. Watching a hawker selling illegal drugs outside the window, he who is in the pain of losing a cat started to have bad thoughts. He walked to the hawker, but he said,
I want my cat.
Have you seen my cat? Maybe it's God to reward him. When he gets home, found that Bob is back. James held Bob in his arms excitedly and kissed him. He is afraid Bob will get lost again. Bob's return makes James cheer up. He decided to change his life immediately. Determined to quit addiction, completely redo his life. He reached out to Betty to make his decision. Betty is also out of worry and encouragement, cheers for James, and provided some suggestions and help. Just like that, James started the final step of detoxification. The whole process is very painful. He locked himself at home, used a rubber band to flick his wrist. He became impatient. Look at himself in the mirror. He has hallucinations, vomit, sleepless, numbness. He lay on the ground struggling. It's like there are hundreds of ants in the body, eating his internal organs. Finally, on a sunny morning, James woke up peacefully. He stroked Bob gently. He knew this was the courage that Bob brought him. James, who has quit drug addiction, finds his neighbor Betty as soon as possible. Betty gave him a big hug. After that, he knocked on his father's door. He wants to tell his father about his changes. The father looked at James with eyes full of remorse and regret. Facing the endless questioning of stepmother, father can finally tell her proudly,
I'm talking to my son.
I'm talking to my son. After that, the story of the man and Bob caught the attention of the publishing company. The publisher hopes that he can write down this experience. Soon, James and Bob's new book is released. It became popular as soon as it was published. Many readers were moved by their story. Just like that, the tramp who once drifted away, become a dignified writer. And all gross. It's all because of a stray cat. James can give Bob some food when he is down. And what Bob gave back to him is all love. This is an adaptation of a true story. Bob in the movie is Bob in reality who starred in person. But the heartbreaking thing is, June 1st, 2020, Bob died in a car accident. His owner said, "My life has lost a ray of light. I will never forget it." People will meet many lifesavers in their lifetime. Maybe a cat or a dog. Its appearance may not bring any substantial help, but it can help those who are desperate to see hope. In depression, lifting power. When lonely, feel warm.